Hello there everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Good Game Have Fun. This is THP talking to you once again, and we're back with some more Dragon Ball FighterZ. Last time when we left off, it's just more people talking. I feel like this story mode is very repetitive. I did say that I want to, like, you know, get a head start on all these fights and just react to all the cutscenes. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to do that at all, so I think what I'm gonna do is precisely that. I think I'm actually gonna take these 2 hours to, just fly through these fights and actually skip all of the cutscenes, and afterwards, after I'm done, and after we've unlocked Android 21 and all that shit, and after I got, you know, all of those friendship phase things, I'm definitely gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the gallery and I'll just watch all that shit in order, because I am honestly, like, really sick of having to trudge through all of these fights and having nothing to say. Even though, so I do say that, like, the overall, like, you know, system of the game is getting really repetitive with the whole map thing and doing fights, but, like, the story itself is also getting very formulaic. It's a lot of, like, just getting people up to speed over and over again. It's a lot of, like, you know, and especially now in this evil arc, they're gonna be like, what? You teaming up with Frieza? Unbelievable! Now, what the fuck do you think Tien is gonna say later? Oh my god, Frieza and Cell together and you're teaming up? That's crazy! Like, just, it's all gonna be the same fucking shit, so, I'm gonna skip through all of this, and after we're done, after all of the story shit is done, and I unlock 21 and all of that, after all of that shit is done, we'll just do like movie night, where we're just gonna react to all of these. Oh, there we go. There's that clone talk. Although pretty much everybody says the same fucking thing. There's like, oh man, it's really weird to fight in a clone. Man, he fights just like me. Well, I'm not gonna let him beat me. Nothing's better than the real thing. And there we go. They're just making distinctions between you and the clone. And that says, they never really say anything else. The only one that is actually interesting is the Yamcha one, because Yamcha, you know, is very self-aware of how weak he is. And so when he sees his own clone, he's like, oh, that means, you know, somebody is trying to use the clones to, like, defeat people and, like, wreak havoc, so they need a lot of strong people, right? And if they made a clone of me, then that means that they think I'm strong, right? It just goes a little more into his character, at least comedy-wise. And that was fun to see. But with literally everybody else, is like, man, that's weird. That's really weird. Push it! Blah, 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 blah! Don't die. That's the only thing that Chaozu is good for, telling Tien not to die. Like it's his choice. It's not even new to say that. You know, like, all of the YouTubers that talk about this game, they're like, Yamcha is, like, actually really good! But, like, everybody, literally everybody has fucking said that so many times. Where I'm like, I'm sick of fucking hearing it. I've grown to hate Yamcha again, because everybody couldn't shut up about how good he is. And then every single time people talk about it, they talk about it like it's this big fucking revelation. Like, that's impossible. Everybody talks about it like that is the first time that anybody has said it. And it just gets annoying. Yes. Even when people started to, like, talk about the preview build, people were saying that Yamcha was pretty good. I know, we get it. But yes. Yes, he is a good character to play as. Are you the only guy left? Alright, awesome. I'll annihilate you. Blah! Destroy the world tournament. Nobody should be alive. God, could you imagine, like, waking up in the morning and just seeing that out your window? It's like, shit. I guess there's no school today. Is class canceled? Can I leave early because there was a giant laser beam that tore like 3/4 of the city? Hopefully my school got destroyed along with it. Loading, loading, loading. Complete. Oh, look at that window up there. It looks like a video game menu. It's skipping us? Okay. I didn't know others said that about him. I actually rarely hear things about him. I just made that assumption based on how good his combo potential looks in this game. Oh, dude, everybody's been saying that, and again, everybody says it like they are the ones, like they're the only ones that they have said it. It's like, alright, yes, fuck, I get it. I don't want to hear about Yamcha anymore because everybody gushes about how good he is. It made the opposite effect. People praised him too much. Let's fucking go for him. Now that he's... I guess he's the guest of honor now. That's all we're talking about. Yamcha this, Yamcha that. Why don't you fucking go marry Yamcha if you love him so much? He certainly needs some pussy. He's in dire need of it, so... somebody has to. Watch as Yamcha destroys the Super Saiyan. Ow. Hame. Oh! Ah, so satisfying to end it with an ultimate attack. And we'll probably see some Yamcha players. The thing is that, you know, if you want to play Dragon Ball FighterZ right, you can't just fucking assume that with one character you'll be fine. There's a lot of managing between the three characters. It is less about having one character that works, but rather having a team that works. Like, having synergy with all three characters, which, you know, for some people it'll make sense to only have good guys, right? But, like, you know, Majin Buu can work well with Frieza, who works well with Vegeta's attack, you know, just... it's all about experimenting and seeing what works for you. That's what I feel like whenever I stub my toe in the morning. Oh, fuck. This guy's not messing around. I don't know if we can have Majin Buu here. Majin. I don't know if I can have Majin Buu fighting because, god damn it. It's taking a lot of abuse. Heavy is saying on Android 21 eating you on the subject. I wouldn't either, but people are saying they like her so much that they let her eat them and shit. I mean, they're obviously joking. And either that or they probably mean it in a different sense to what we think. Like, have her turn me into candy and then eating me, no. Eating me in other ways, well, that's a different story. That's a different story. But considering the fucking acts she puts on whenever things don't go her way, she victimizes herself as a way for other people to feel bad for her, and then other people are on her side. Yeah, I know. I don't know if I want to fuck with Android 21 at all. She's good for looking, but... oh, okay, apparently we missed out on some shit here. There's some fires and everything. Okay, we're not gonna see that until later. Alright, so this is a boss battle, and on top of that, we'll save Vegeta. I'll be here for a while. Alright, cool. Go ahead and stay and chill for as much as you want! Ow. Golden Death Ball! Right in the fucking head. Alright. Man, it'd be cool if there was a Golden Frieza with that pose over there. That was funny! I enjoy seeing you get punched. That's a source of humor for me. These guys love to laugh in the middle of a battle. Ow. Hey, come on, Yamcha. You want to get blown up by another Cyberman? Because I can totally do that. There we go, he's jumping on you! Jumping on your face! He wants to... there we go! Yes, he just got Yamcha! Yamcha just got Yamcha. He just blew up. His Cyberman just blew up in that guy's face, and now he's fucking dead! Senran Kagura girls are different. Yeah, those Nitro Plus characters, some of them can be really good looking, and others they look like a fucking Botero painting. It's like, very wide. Oh no! I didn't do it. Okay, now we can do it. No! Dude, come on. There we go, don't guard. There we go. Vomit! Vomit the blast. Flip. Go. No! Yeah, there we go. Duh, my clone, that's fucking weird. No, I'm perfect, because fuck you, and I'll fucking fall over if you fucking punch me in the face. Kenai is saying, I sure hope so. I do like your channel, but in the past, I did originally think that your channel was only Senran Kagura. Dude, before I started playing Senran Kagura, people thought that I was a Mother 4 channel, because there was a lot of trailers and stuff coming out from Mother 4, and that was all that I talked about. And so people were saying, oh, that's the guy that reviews Mother 4. Like, I think, like, the developers of Mother 4 were saying, oh, he's the Mother 4 guy. That was before I did Senran Kagura. And before then, I was Persona. Like, there was a time where I just did Persona because I did Persona 3. I was doing that calendar run, and I had, like, other Let's Plays in the middle of that when I was just doing Let's Plays. And then after that, I was called a Mother 4 channel. And then after that, I called a Samurai Kagura channel. And then I started doing Persona again. So, like, whatever game I'm playing currently, that's what people label me as. Like, one day I'm a Samurai Kagura channel. The other day I'm a fucking Persona channel. The other day I'm a Mother 4 channel. Like... And then, I think one time, there was one guy that said that I was a reaction channel because there was, like, during E3, like, I was posting a lot of reaction videos to the trailers. So, like, people were saying that I was a reaction channel and shit. So, like, people have called me so many different things. But, one thing that I'm sure of is that I am a variety gaming channel. What do you think should happen when one enters the Konami code on your solitaire game? I mean, what can you do to cheat at a solitaire game? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of playing solitaire? I guess, I don't know. A little Contra guy comes in and, like, shoots your cards and you lose immediately. And then the little Contra guy says with a little bubble on top of his head, says, "No cheating! It makes Jesus very sad." And then the game... And then the game crashes and you gotta open it up again. Oh man, that fucking eating move is so spam. Oh, it does so much. It does so much damage. It does so much damage. No! There we go. Vegeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan has been unlocked, even though I already had him. Oh, what's that? That looks like the announcer there. Well, what is that? 4? Commentator Frieza? What? What do you mean, Commentator Frieza? How do you do that? How do you get there? Alright, it's me playing, Ju-Sun, whoever that is. I think that's one of the rank matches that I did. Thank you very much for the donation, Pedro. It's always appreciated. Let's see, where Frieza says, as a commentator to the replays. Yeah, because I remember that the regular commentator for the tournaments did the replays. And not necessarily the... Love that screen. Not necessarily the menus and shit. Show hide command history. Open stat menu. There we go. I can place... Oh, there we go. Stamp of approval. She ain't fat, bruh. Just a little thick, is what people would say. I like that word is so fucking overused. Like, pretty much, whenever you want to say that a girl is hot, you say that they're thick. Which is, like, yet again, another word in the list of words that people misuse constantly. But who am I to talk, right? Alright, Kenai is saying, the word thick is overused for women who are just sexually attractive. Can we just say hot? Yeah, that's what I say. Like... The amount of people that call women thick that are not actually thick, like, it's so fucking... there's so many. It's just a word to define hot. Which, you know... People using words for, like, stupid reasons. Or, like, people not understanding what the fuck a word means. And just using it because it's a fashionable word to use. That is not uncommon. That happens all the fucking time. Sometimes, you just gotta swallow your pride and be like, you know what, fuck it. I'll use a word properly and you can go ahead and look like an idiot all you want. It's just a force of habit, you know? And then people make up excuses. Instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'll use the word more properly next time. No, they can't admit to being wrong about anything. They're always like, oh, well, but like, you know, I see them as that, and like, oh, just make excuses. Excuses. I mean, yeah, thick does have a little bit of a ring to it, but so is hot. Hot also has a ring to it. Or sexy, or attractive, or pretty. You know, all of those are really pretty sounding words. You can use all of those. At least one word that makes sense. Pedro is saying, by the way, if you plan to end the stream, would you mind waiting about a minute for me to make another donation? Go ahead. I'm gonna look at my trophies while I wait. I mean, why would I ever say no? It's like, could you wait for a second? I want to give you more money. I'm like, okay. Kenai is saying, I agree with you about thick, but no offense, you're kind of getting insulting. Why am I getting insulting? I'm just saying that people are not using the word properly, or like, at least not in a way that makes sense. So like, come on. There's so many people that I know that just say words because those are the popular words that people say, or they want to sound cool, or they want to be part of the in-group, and so they say them, when it's not necessarily, when they don't necessarily know what it means, you know? It's like when a game journalist says that a game is janky, when, like, it's just a word that somebody made up, you know? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, you know? When people just have these little words that are just, like, made up, and they get traction, and so everybody uses them thinking that they know what it means. Even regular words like disappointing, or like stuff like that, you know? People just use certain words, or like slander is a word that I've heard so much, that people just throw out there like, you know, like they know what it means, you know? Or like when somebody say that something is racist, you know? Like if somebody does like an impression of another person that just happens to be a different race than you, it's like, oh, that's racist. I'm like, no, I'm just doing an impression, you fucking idiot. Like, there's no malice. I'm not doing it to, like, you know, be mean or anything, you know? To be racist would be like, I can't be in the same room than you because you're fucking Mexican and fuck you, right? But if I just say, oh, look, I'm doing Mexican accent. Look, this is what the Mexican person sounds like, or at least the person that I heard that one time talk, you know? I may be reinforcing a stereotype, but I'm not being racist. Like, there's another one time that, fucking, like, we were at school the other day, and, like, there was one fucking dumbass girl that was talking about, like, Jewish people, and saying, like, oh my god, it's so racist that people, like, make fun of Jewish people, and I'm like, Jewish is not a race! You fucking dumbass! Like, being Jewish is not a race, it's a religion, you stupid idiot! Like, like, there's so many people that just say that, oh, different kinds of people that are not me, if you say anything about them, oh, racist, even though those people are not, they're not racist, you know? Fuck. It's so stupid. And then, like, when people say, whenever somebody feels insulted, it's like, oh, you're slandering me, but, like, you don't know what slander means, stop using it like you know what the fuck it means, you know? And the same thing, and, you know, and again, you know, I got into this fucking rant because of fucking the word thick, but, like, yeah, you know, I see people in the comments of, like, streams or videos, whenever a hot girl comes in, whether they're thin or more heavy set, no matter what, they always say thick, no matter what, when it doesn't make any fucking sense. If you're gonna be a pervert, don't be a dumbass pervert, you know? That's all that I'm saying. Noel SRR is saying, almost got into a fight once because I kept telling some kid Muslims weren't a race. It's a religion! Being Muslim is not a race! And he called you racist. Yeah, because that person is a fucking idiot. God. Everybody's so fucking sensitive now. Like, whatever tiny little thing you say about anybody that it doesn't fit like the same template that you do, oh, you're a racist, sexist, homophobe, xenophobe, socialist, horrible, communist, Hitler reincarnation, and nobody should ever talk to you ever. You know? And people think that, like, firing somebody or, like, shooing somebody away or, like, making them feel bad is going to, like, fix the problem when it never will fix the problem. You gotta educate people. You gotta be like, no, look, this is not appropriate, let me teach you, or at least let's have a discussion where we can meet some middle ground. But no, it's always like, fuck you forever, and I was like, nah, you know? You should die, you know, like, it's always like, hate, and push him out and forget about him and kill him and get rid of him, you know? Just fucking shove them out of the airlock and off into space, I don't care, as long as they're not here. Instead of educating them and changing them so that they can be better for the future. God. But anyway, after all of that, we have a donation by Pedro Zamboni, $5 that says, if you fancy some of these better, okay, hold on. Okay, so, 2 of these don't work. Oh no, there we go. Dude, look, you see, like, this is the problem. Like, I hate to sound like a fucking t-shirt, but, you know, if I was a t-shirt, it'd be the one that says no fat chicks. I told you, like, I'm not into the thick girls, necessarily. Like, you know, there's like super pochaco style, like super white. I'm not into this. I don't like it. I like thinner women. You can keep sending me these as much as you like. You can keep sending me, like, fucking expanded fucking inflated Ryobi, but, like, no. I'm not into this. Like, I don't, like, you say, oh, you're a boobs guy, so I'll show you boob pictures, but, like, just because there are boobs on it doesn't mean that I'm automatically gonna like it, you know, like, there's more to it than that. Kenai is saying, how far did you get into Nier? I beat all of it. I literally just have ending Y that's left, and that's it. By the way, as I say, I think partaking in a discussion should be the same as actively trying to agree with the other person. No, discussions are not agreeing with someone else. Discussions are not trying to agree. It's like trying to meet a common ground between both points. You don't know what it means to argue if you think that it's like trying to agree or pretend to agree. I mean, one thing is trying to understand where the other person is coming from, but like agreeing because like feeling the necessity to agree that's not how it works. In fact, discussions come out of people disagreeing, not agreeing. There's no discussion to be made if both people agree. Kenai is saying, I'm not agreeing with others for no reason. I understand where the hat guy is coming from. You know, like trying to agree with the other, like that's not how you do it. Like the entire point of the discussion is that you both disagree and you're trying to find a common ground or just trying to understand the other person, not necessarily agree. You can still finish a conversation, be amicable, shake hands and be like, that was a good discussion, and still disagree, you know? But anyway, I went 15 minutes overtime, just ranting about shit, which I guess that's something that I'm really good at, considering everybody is so engaged. Everybody's down there in the comments talking and agreeing and disagreeing and responding and shit. I should probably rant more often. At least people talk a little bit more. Well, actually, a lot of people were talking during Dragon Ball. That was good. This is probably the most active Dragon Ball Fighter stream that I've had in a while. I remember like even the first one that I did didn't really have a lot of people, didn't really have a lot of stuff going on.